Good evening, guys. Current affair, first week of November, that is from 1st to 7. So let's start. First one, INS Kora. Indian Navy recently test fired the anti-ship missile from INS Kora, which is a guided missile covert. The missile was test fired in the Bay of Bengal and it hit the target ship at maximum range with a precise accuracy. So from which it was test fired anti-ship missile, it was test fired from INS Kora recently, right? Next, Rural Development Fund. The Union government recently asked the Punjab government to explain its utilization of the Rural Development Fund that it gets largely from the FCI, Food Corporation of India, right? So Rural Development Fund, you understood, who gives to Punjab government? The FCI provides. Next, Public Affairs Index 2020. The Public Affairs Index 2020 has been released recently by the Public Affairs Center, a data-driven, not-for-profit research think tank. This data is not for profit research, okay? In this, states have been ranked on governance performance on the basis of composite index, right? Now, what are the three pillars? It is prepared on the context of three pillars, include equity, growth, and sustainability, right? Next, Luhri Hydro Power Project. The Union government recently approved the proposal for investing in Luhri Stage 1 Hydro Power Project. Now, see, this Luhri Hydro Power Project, it is being constructed on River Satluj, right? Now, and this is, this one is who is implementing this project? It is no doubt Luhri Hydro Power Project is being constructed on River Satluj, but who is taking care of, like who is implementing this program? So this is being implemented by Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, right? Satluj Jal SJVN Limited, right? Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, right? Next, Pinaka Rocket. The DRDO recently test fired an advanced version of Pinaka rocket successfully from Chandipur, Odisha. Now, what is Pinaka? Now, see, this is important. Now, why? Pinaka is a multi-barrel rocket launcher system called the Shiva's bow, right? The Shiva's bow. It can fire 12 rockets in 44 seconds. So, how many Pinaka rocket can fire? In just 44 seconds, it can fire 12 rockets. Next, Ghogha Dahej Roro ferry. Now, what is Roro? Ro means roll on, roll off. So, see, the roll on, roll off ferry services to be started in Gulf of Khambat between peninsular Saurashtra and South Gujarat. So, in which Gulf of Khambat, and between what? The peninsular Saurashtra and South Gujarat, right? And this is Ghogha in Saurashtra's Bhavnagar district, lies in 17 nautical miles or 32 kilometers across the Gulf from Dahej in Bharuch district, right? So this is important. Next, Great Barrier Reef. Scientists have recently uncovered a huge coral reef in the Great Barrier Reef of Australia. Is the first to be discovered in 120 years, right? Now, the robot, they are placing a robot inside this coral to study more about it. And what is the name of that robot? ROV Sebastian is the underwater robot that team is deploying in the recently discovered coral. Next, National Monsoon Mission. According to the report prepared by National Council of Applied Economic Research, the National Monsoon Mission and High Performance Computing Program will provide a 50-fold benefit on the funds located for farmers. So National Monsoon Mission is for farmers. Now who has prepared? By NCAER, National Council of Applied Economic Research, right? Next, Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Now see, what is this? During the first 7 months of this fiscal period, yani up to October 31st, 2020, pharmaceutical products worth rupees 358 crore were sold through Jan Aushadhi Stores. Right, now see about this Jan Aushadhi Store, it was started in 2008, but it was into real practice from 2015, means it was restructured and restarted in 2015, and up to October 31st, and during this first 7 months of this fiscal, that means during 2021 up to October, 358 crore worth medicines have been sold through these stores. Next, Super Typhoon Ghaoni. Typhoon Roli or Ghaoni, as it is called internationally, recently made landfall in the eastern Philippines, having speed up to 25 kilometers, for which over 1 million people in the typhoon's projected path had been evacuated. Right, now see, typhoon, then we have what? Cyclone, and then we have hurricanes. Now see, all these are same, means they are same. All these are names for tropical storms. Right, now typhoon, this typhoon by the this tropical storms is known by typhoon name in Northwest Pacific Ocean, and cyclone, it is known in Indian Ocean and South Pacific, and hurricanes, it is known in North Atlantic Ocean and Northeast Pacific. Right, otherwise they are the same name of tropical storms. Next, Contempt of Court. Now this is in news. Why it is in news? Recently, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Reddy, he wrote to Supreme Court, that means he wrote to CJI, Chief Justice of India, S.A. Bobde, and he told that the High Court of Andhra Pradesh is trying to topple his government. Right, and contempt of court is what means, in this, when you are not satisfied with the judgment and you start accusing the court. So recently what happened, Attorney General K.K. Venugopal recently declined his consent to initiate contempt case against Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Next, INS Airavat. Recently, the Indian naval ship INS Airavat entered Port Sudan under the phase 2 of the mission Sagar. Right, now see, it is also famous because till now it has provided 100 tons of eating materials to Sudan. Right, now the Indian naval ship Airavat is carrying all the food material to Sudan. Right, next, Euthanasia. You know, euthanasia means mercy killing. Recently, in a referendum, New Zealand voted in favor of illegalizing the euthanasia for people with terminal illness. The referendum asked the public to vote on whether the End of Life Choice Act 2019 should come into force or not. Next. Thank you. Subscribe our channel, like, share and comment. Right, okay, thank you. Good night, guys.